In yesterday's video, we talked briefly about bootstrapping and moving out of bootstrapping into building a business that is actually making money for the company and no longer depending upon the business owner to maintain his cash flow into the business so that it grows. You know, you're at that place, you don't need an investor, all of that good stuff. All right, so let's move on. I want to talk briefly today about marketing and how marketing, if it's done really well, has a significant impact in sales. So many small businesses in particular focus on one or the other, or they confuse them and conflate them and put them together, or they separate them and they ignore each other. That's a mistake, and here's why. When your marketing is done so well that you are targeting one person with one problem, need, want, or desire, and offering one solution, what you're doing is you're building up the whole idea that you're competent. You're developing the whole idea that, we'll take Google's principles, right? We'll talk about EAT again, which we talked about in last week's video series. Expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. You are simultaneously building your expertise with the audience, earning the authority, and then translating that into trustworthiness. Now, when you're marketing on your website, on your social media, on all of your different types of platforms that you might be using in the digital space, and by the way, this has an effect offline as well, in your networking, if you do your marketing really, really well, you have set yourself up so that those people want to come to you because they already believe that you're the person or you're the company that has what they want for whatever reason. And so that's what your marketing can do for you. It ought to be setting you up so that people love your content, but then they're also taking action. So when you're developing your marketing, I talked about one person, and then I talked about that one person has one problem, and then the one solution is you. Now, how you close out your content, how you ask people to do a call to action is extremely important. If you do that call to action very, very well, the translation is they're going to enter into your sales funnel. They're going to want to buy what you have online, or they're going to want to initiate that relationship so that your salespeople can now go and talk to them. So what I'll talk about tomorrow is that transition from marketing to sales specifically, that if you have the wrong salesperson who's disconnected from the marketing, they're going to blow the sale. They're going to cause problems in your cash flow. So understanding the sales process becomes extremely important, and having a sales process is vital, both online and offline. And that salesperson had better be connected into what you're doing in the marketing side. So folks, that's it for today. Understand, if your marketing is done really well, it's going to make your sales easier. Again, notice I didn't say it's going to make your sales guaranteed. It's going to make them easier because people already have their why answered. And if that why is answered, they're ready to do business.